everybody, welcome back. It's of course Sport Federation TV, where we keep talking about sport in the Western Cape. Well, of course, we have been focusing on the various provincial sport awards. So many of our athletes around the Western Cape been getting their accolades at the various district sport council awards, and of course then this past weekend now having gone to the Western Cape Sport Awards. So we'll be profiling and speaking to a lot of our athletes who are then, of course, hopefully on their way to the South African Sport Awards. That's going to be coming next. Folks, in the world of life-saving, we've got quite a lot of activity. You'll know that we've had a lot of our provincial athletes on the show with us, but tonight we're taking a slightly different angle. Llandudno LifeSaving Club is busy with a program called Waves for Women, and in the studio with me I've got Bella and Mary from Llandudno LifeSaving Club. Mary, welcome.
Thank you.
And Bella, welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's jump right into it. Llandudno LifeSaving Club, and I believe that you are the founder of Waves for Women.
Yes, so I started Waves for Women alongside a small crew from Lifesaving Llandudno Surf.
Yeah.
We started back in 2019, so actually just before the pandemic, so we managed to get one good season in before we had to bring it all to a close.
Okay, before we go too much into that, let's start at the beginning. Let's go back.
Okay.
Bella, Mary, you're also a lifesaver.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing lifesaving?
I've been doing life-saving since I was about 14.
Yeah.
And I'm 20 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 years.
Yeah, and I did one season of nippers, so when you're like 8 years old.
At Llandudno
Yeah.
Surf. So you've always done your lifesaving at Llandudno?
Yeah.
All right. And what made you get into lifesaving? How did you get started?
I'm always at the beach, and my family lives in Llandudno,
Yeah.
so just through my dad, he surfs, he wanted us to start life-saving. I have two brothers, and they did it too, so
Okay.
I had to get involved.
And you, Bella, how did you get involved? How did you start with lifesaving?
So I actually only started when I was about 16, 17 years old, so
Yeah.
I came a little late to the picture. And I always believed you had to kind of start from nippers and make your way through.
Yeah.
And when I changed schools, I met a female lifeguard, part of Llandudno, and she brought me to the sport. And
Okay.
I arrived on Llandudno Beach, and instantly it was a family, and I fell head over heels in love with it. And I've been there ever since.
So it was a friend. A friend brought
A
you
friend
down and
brought-
said,
brought
listen,
me
come
down,
and do.
yeah.
But did you know what you were getting yourself into? I mean, lifesaving is not an easy sport.
No idea. I've
Yeah.
always had an interest in the rescue services, an interest in medicine, and I'm a water baby at heart. So water
Okay.
polo player,
Yeah,
love for the ocean. So it was a meeting of both worlds.
So you knew how to swim before you started lifesaving?
Yes, definitely.
And you as well, Mary?
Yeah.
Obviously that's one of the key elements here. If you're going to be a lifesaver, you need to be able to swim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you guys were already halfway there. Did you ever do competitive swimming, or does it just...
So I did it as a sport in high school, but
Right.
it was never kind of a label of taking over my life, competitive swimming, just
Right.
out of enjoyment. Yeah.
And now you're a lifesaver, but you're also volunteer your services as part of what the city does, and that's looking after people on the beach.
Yes, so I also work for the City of Cape Town at Llandudno. With Llandudno having the conditions that it does, which are very heavy swell, lots of flash, rip currents, we need our Llandudno lifeguards that are trained for the beach to be at Llandudno. So the city really makes sure that our club members get employed at our beach, which is really ideal.
And Mary, how do you deal with the cold weather? I mean, Cape Town can be notoriously cold, and there's winter as well. And I mean, Llandudno is also known for being freezing.
Yeah, no, it's fine when the water's warm and the weather's cold. You're
Does
fine.
the water ever get warm in Llandudno?
No.
No.
Kind of. It's pushing it. Maybe not warm, but the water's really cold. But everyone doing lifesaving has kind of grown up with the cold water.
You're used to it.
You have a wetsuit, you can wear booties, like you just get used to it.
Bella, one of the initiatives that you've taken is you've done this the start of this project called Waves for Women. What made you? Well, first, just tell us, what is Waves for Women?
So Waves for Women is all women life-saving competition. So we don't have that, as far as I'm aware, in South Africa.
Yeah.
And it's really to celebrate women in the sport and help strengthen and empower their representation. I started it predominantly, initially when I took on the role of women's representative in life-saving, I was met with the question as to why do our senior women keep leaving, or why do we have such a low influx of women into the sport? So it was created to help combat that in my role, and it's really, it's grown and it's flourished, and you can speak to any of the women that have done the comp. You did it before you were took on the role of women's representative, and it really does just create such a supportive environment to really put yourself in those challenging conditions that Llandudno offers, which you can't experience at any other beach.
So Mary, what does that mean for you? You're the representative for Waves for Women.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for you from that sort of role? Is it just compete, or do you have to be a spokesperson? Or?
So for me, I'm in charge of making the teams for the girls, getting them prepared, doing training with them, getting them excited, and just kind of everything leading up to the competition with the girls and teams.
So how does that work from a competition point of view? Is it one day? Is it multiple days? Is it leagues? Or how does that work?
Cool. So how it works is we followed a very similar format to normal life-saving competitions. So throughout the life-saving season, we have multiple competitions that prepare you to then compete in Western Province and then nationals as well.
Right.
So it's got a similar format to replicate that type of environment. The difference is with Waves for Women, we have our men acting as officials. So the junior and senior men from all different clubhouses coming together, and that offers an environment for the girls that if they do feel unsure, especially in the conditions at Llandudno, or they have questions, it's a little less of an obstacle than speaking to a senior official.
Yes.
So it creates that supportive environment. Sorry, what was the
So the competition then, so it's not only women competing in, from Llandudno club, there's other clubs coming?
Yes, so we have everywhere from Clifton to Milnerton to Big Bay. It's all the clubs around the Western Cape got the invitation. They're showing up. I think Clifton is bringing about 80 competitors.
80?
80. Yeah, they have
a
huge representation. Back to the format, it takes on more team events, with rescue skill and fitness being the focus. So
this is not a small event?
No, not at all.
How many athletes are you expecting in total here?
About over
110 maybe?
110, 120.
Of which 80 are from Clifton?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But still, 110 athletes competing on the day.
Yeah.
And is it when is the event? Let's ask that.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
So it's this weekend. Are you going to do this again?
Every year.
Every year? What about every month? Is that too much?
Too much.
Too much. Okay, so this is the annual Waves for Women competition. Is it exclusively for clubs in Cape Town? What if there's clubs coming down from Pretoria? Can they join as well?
Completely. We'd love to have the competition grow as much as possible. I mean, I think we started off with about 30 competitors.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's, gone up to about 110, 120 is it's so heartwarming, and it's so great to see.
How long have you been working on this?
Since 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, when Waves for Women finishes this weekend, and is it open to the public? Can people come and watch?
Completely. Yes.
Okay. Do you have enough resources, sponsors, suppliers, kit? I don't know. What has been your challenges?
We've actually got Hurley South Africa sponsoring us, and back to
my favorite T-shirt.
And wet sacks. So it's so great because the past few Waves for Women, we've been making necklaces
so we
as
made,
prizes.
Back in 2019, and I've kept it as a bit of a trend, but if it does grow exponentially, I'm going to have to stop, sadly. We make little handmade necklaces instead of medals, so each competitor gets a necklace.
Wow.
This year I'm actually doing little, it's very basic, but little bracelets.
So the competitors are getting a bracelet as a prize?
Yes, as well as obviously if you come first, you get a bigger prize from our various sponsors that Mary just mentioned.
That's fantastic, yeah. So is that something that going forward, because I would imagine when you guys are finished with this event, if you say that this last one's taking you 4 years to organize, I would imagine then come the end of this weekend, the work starts again.
Yeah, I would hope that we can just get more and more sponsors for each Waves for Women to come.
Yeah.
And hopefully it can grow and we can have more clubs coming and competing.
And the story of Waves for Women isn't just about the competition. It's about women representation in lifesaving. So the competition is almost a celebration of that. The work is annually, it's throughout, it's through people like Mary, you know, that take on that team role. So yeah, this is more celebrating women, but the role of and the meaning behind it is continuous throughout our life-saving careers.
Yeah.
So if people want to help, how do they reach out to you? How do they get hold of you and say, we want to jump in, we want to help make necklaces, we want to help with competitions, we want to help find sponsorship? How do they get hold of you?
Through our phones.
Through your phones. All right, well, we've got to find a better way to do that. Can we say in the meantime they reach out to Western Province Lifesaving and Llandudno?
Yes, Llandudno Surf's our
Lifesaving?
best bet. Yeah, that's how you can get direct contact with us. Yeah, otherwise, as it grows and the channels get bigger, we'll have to formalize.
Well, I'm sure it is going to. Mary, congratulations on the process so far.
Thank you.
And yeah, we look forward to what's coming next. Hopefully you guys are going to come back and tell us how it went. So Bella, you guys are going to have to take lots of photos and videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got rough conditions tomorrow, so it's going to be an entertaining one.
Girls are going to be strong.
Yeah, to watch.
Well, congratulations. These are fantastic initiatives. This is exactly what we need for sport in South Africa.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Right, there we go, folks. Well, Bella and Mary are talking to us about Waves for Women. The competition rolls out this weekend at Llandudno Surf Lifesaving Club this Saturday. And we're definitely going to be getting them back in studio to talk about how the event went. But if you are watching right now, why don't you get on your bicycle and get down to Llandudno Surf Lifesaving Club and go and watch the ladies in action there. It's going to be 110 participants celebrating women in lifesaving. We'll take a break. Well, we're not taking a break. We're wrapping it up. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic sporting weekend. Good luck to the Bokke. Bye-bye.